Hey guys, today we are gonna watch this video from the great Darth microtransaction. It caught my attention. It was recommended to me. I watch a lot of his videos, so it was recommended to me that Blizzard calls out cheaters and bans announced incoming. This caught my attention a lot because I still don't know how people could be cheating in Diablo, so I wanna see it, you know. I wanna know what people are doing to cheat. So this caught my attention to know what is going on, and if they already said they are going to ban people, fine by me, brother. So let's say what the great Darth microtransaction has to say in here, brother.
This is sort of a PSA for all the people that watch this that might be playing Diablo 4. There is a new statement by Blizzard explicitly condemning certain third-party programs, which before were kind of a big deal. Now, I wasn't really super into Diablo 3. I did play it, but I played it while doing a phone center call job when I worked from home and would just spin to win Barbarian. I was super uber casual, okay? And
so apparently it is related to the use of third-party apps, you know, or websites or whatever. Third-party stuff that could be interfering with the game. And he is relating this to Diablo 3, and he's prefacing it by saying that he didn't play it a lot. Well, he played it more than me because in Diablo 3 I just completed the campaign, brother. I didn't do shit in Diablo 3. I just completed the campaign. I didn't get to max level. I didn't experience the ending content, any of that. I just experienced the story, you know, the campaign, and that's it. So I have even less background than him. But I know that there were some tools in Diablo 3 because I watch a lot. I am a Queen viewer. I watch Queen a fucking lot. I rarely miss a stream. And I rarely miss something from the streams because I watch them all, you know, like the full duration. And he talks about stuff that happened in Diablo 3. So he sometimes talks about people cheating in Diablo 3 with stuff like bots and shit like that, you know. So let's see what are they bringing to Diablo 4?
in Diablo 3. But in Diablo 4, the same overlay HUD that was previously, from my understanding, I could be wrong, okay?
So he's talking about what, again, I haven't even watched this shit. I don't know how it looks. But Quinn has talked about this at length. He talks about something called TurboHUD, Turbo HUD, you know. And that is something that people use a lot in Diablo 3. But apparently, or at least this is what Quinn says, and I believe him. I don't have a reason to not believe him. People didn't get banned in Diablo 3 using TurboHUD. Let's call it TurboHUD. People didn't get banned using TurboHUD in Diablo 3. And what TurboHUD was is like it provided you information that you could technically know, but you would have to have a pen and paper and be writing stuff down. For example, it told you it was not hidden information, but it helped you out a lot to have it in your screen all the time. For example, where the shrines are, the layout of the map, like health of, I don't know, stuff like that. I remember that the most important one was knowing where the shrines are or stuff like that. And it provided you a ton of information that a player that is not using the TurboHUD is clearly at a disadvantage, you know. Now, they got around it by saying that, oh, this is all available information. I am not cheating in the game because you could know this. But let's be honest, you are kind of cheating the UI of the game. Let's say it that way. So I don't like that you have to use third-party apps in the game. I do think it feels like cheating, even if it is not technically cheating. But in this case, Blizzard is outright saying, oh yes, it is fucking cheating because we don't allow it. Now, that also says something about the game itself, about not providing enough tools for players that they feel the need to go and get third-party apps. But that is another entirely conversation. For now, I remember what TurboHUD was, and it was that it provided you some information, and people didn't get banned because of that, but apparently Blizzard is now changing their policy on that.
So feel free to correct me in the comments. But from my understanding, there was overlays that were used in Diablo 3 that people didn't really get banned for. That seemed to just be like a thing that the min-maxers would sort of use. This was called TurboHUD. Now, fast forward to what
he did his homework. He knows what he's talking about.
Very recent. This is by Pez Radar, the community manager, who says, "We're committed to keeping the world of Sanctuary safe and fair place for all players, and our game security team constantly monitors for cheats and unauthorized modifications. All Diablo 4 players agree to the Blizzard in-user license agreement as a condition of playing the game. The Blizzard in-user license agreement explicitly prohibits cheating, bots, hacks, and any other unauthorized software which automates, modifies, or otherwise interferes with the game."
But then people argue, well, TurboHUD doesn't do that because it doesn't interfere in the game in any way. But well, and that was the argumentation before, but now they are explicitly calling it out here. Check this out, TurboHUD 4. I didn't know this existed, brother. People are already using TurboHUD 4. This is fucked up, and I completely agree with this decision, by the way. I am happy that they are saying that, hey, TurboHUD is not coming here. We are not allowing people to use TurboHUD in Diablo 4. Fuck that shit. Oh, brother, and I am happy. And I know for sure that people like Queen are also happy. You know, like, this is a win. This is a W, brother.
This is important to player security as well as the game's long-term integrity. With that in mind, we want to make it clear that TurboHUD 4, like any other game modifying software, is prohibited for use with Diablo 4. Players who install this kind of software will put their accounts at risk for disciplinary action, which can include permanent suspension. Thank you.
I hope they actually enforce it because Blizzard what sometimes do, and this happens a lot in WoW, they say, hey, don't do this and you can risk a ban on your account if you do this. But then everybody does it and they never enforce the rule, you know. Brother, put it out there, of course, scare people out, but actually enforce the rule, because when you see the first person get banned for it, then you say, oh, I could actually get banned, you know. It is very different at just announcing it.
For all players to help keep Sanctuary fair. So I kind of wanted to announce that to the audience because some of you
and that is true. That is completely true. That is something that I also complain in WoW. They say at the end statement was making Sanctuary fair for all. I complain about that in WoW, about the add-ons, brother. Add-ons provide a huge advantage in WoW. So a new player or an old player that dislikes add-ons and don't like how they clutter your screen or whatever and don't use add-on, they are at a clear disadvantage versus people that use add-ons. So it is fundamentally not fair because the person that installs useful add-ons is at an advantage over someone that doesn't install add-ons. So this happens here too. This is not fair for everybody because a casual player, and remember that Diablo is mainly focused on casual players, don't know of the existence of something like TurboHUD 4. Brother, I make content for the game and I didn't know TurboHUD 4 already existed. So the people that don't use it, like me or like the casual players, are at a clear disadvantage versus players that are using these kind of tools. So I completely agree with Blizzard here that to make it fair for all, just delete it from the game, nobody use it, and we are all happy.
Maybe you're from...
But provide some stuff in the base game, Blizzard. We know that the base game is missing a lot of stuff. Give us that shit.
Diablo 3, maybe you guys were using this type of program. Maybe you brought it with you to Diablo 4. I don't really know how these programs type of work. I was assuming these things used to just be sort of like RuneLite for RuneScape, which it gives you an overlay or something like that. It's not necessarily like a script that automatically does things for you. But from my understanding, this is the first time that they've...
RuneLite is fucking awesome, by the way. I started playing RuneScape like a week ago. I am free to play, doing some quests, and RuneLite is fucking awesome, brother.
Explicitly said that you can't use TurboHUD. I want to make a couple other sort of PSAs for you, and also hopefully stop getting the emails about people trying to sponsor this stuff. do not go out and buy gold from third parties. Don't pay for boosting software and all these other different things you're seeing. There's a lot of people that are trying.
Oh yes, because he's a bigger Diablo streamer and YouTuber. He may be getting hit by sponsors like websites selling, talk about us, we sell gold, we sell services, stuff like that. And maybe he has even received third-party apps, not necessarily TurboHUD, but some bullshit that, install this app and we tell you this shit or whatever. And of course he knows this is it goes at odds with the terms of services of Diablo 4, so of course he's not promoting that shit.
Trying to take advantage of the fact that Diablo 4 is a big game at the moment and are either selling boosting services. We had a guy who was a literal Twitch partner come into the live stream and start spamming that he's selling boosting services for $5 a boost or whatever for hardcore players. There was a dude who came in trying to sell gold. I've been offered thousands and
brother, if you are going to do that shit, don't be stupid, brother. Remember, guys, I used to sell RuneScape Gold and WoW Gold when I lived in Venezuela, like in 2015, 2016, 2017. Don't be stupid, brother. Don't advertise that you are doing this shit. Just play the game normally, sell your boost for gold, and then sell the gold, under the table to a website and nobody knows what you are doing. How the fuck are you going on a stream selling your boost directly for $5? Are you stupid, brother? What the fuck are you doing, my dude? You are gonna get banned, or at least I hope you do, Like, I am not entirely against this shit because I did it. Of course, I did it because of necessity when I was in Venezuela. Now I don't do it because I don't need to do it. And I know it is against the terms of service of the game. But if I did it, I wouldn't advertise it on a stream, my dude. What are you doing? You are going to get banned.
Thousands of dollars to promote gold selling websites. I've turned these down at every single occasion. This stuff can get you banned. Okay, I've done all of these PSAs and all the games I've played before for the community. If you're watching this and you were considering using this, or a friend told you, hey, check this out, check this website out, don't do any of this stuff. I'm not saying maybe you couldn't get away with it. Maybe you could. But the odds are you could probably not only get your Diablo 4 account banned, but you could lose your entire Blizzard account, which includes any of the games in your Battle.net.
I have never heard of that happening, but I'm sure it has happened, like the whole account ban, by the way. That would be devastating. I have a lot of cards in Hearthstone. I have stuff in Heroes of the Storm. I have my characters in WoW. My account even has the keys for Warcraft 3 and Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. That is like a relic that I have in there. I wouldn't want to lose that shit, But I haven't heard of that happening. Maybe it has happened. But you would for sure lose your Diablo account, and that shit is $70, brother. Do you really want to lose your $70? And even maybe 90 or 100 depending on the version you bought. That is a stupid motherfucker. Just don't do it. And yes, maybe they don't enforce it, but why would you risk it? Why would you risk it?
And all of this stuff, okay? And they just put this announcement out today. So this is fresh news. So I wanted to try to catch anybody that maybe you're still using these types of things. You could lose your account. So heads up, there's probably going to be ban waves going on. We're probably going to be seeing these sooner rather than later, and they're giving you fair warning now. With that being said, we're going to be live. You can see the pinned comment down below or in the description. I will see you live. We have some reactions to do today because people keep telling me to watch the Asmongold Quit Diablo 4 video. So I think that's what we're going to watch.
That is a good one. That is a good one. Hey, brother, that's microtransaction. As always, great video, my brother. You brought me to light with this because I didn't know this shit was happening. And the YouTube algorithm did it great. This is something that I am interested in. I didn't know it, and now we know it, brother. I really hope the ban waves are coming for people that insist in doing this. Maybe they have like a period of grace, like people that did it before this post are forgiven. But if you did it after this post, you are fucked, something like that. So I hope they actually enforce this policy, brother. And yes, guys, that is all for today. That microtransaction, great video. Thanks for being here. Comment down below what you think about this. Do you think TurboHUD is an advantage? It isn't an advantage. Did people get banned or not in Diablo 3? And what do you think about people getting banned for this? Maybe they are first just temporarily banned or full perma bans on Diablo 4. Let me know in the comments below. I love reading comments, brother. Thanks for being here. You are awesome. God bless you. And remember, as the great Bill Hicks said, this is just a ride.